Hi guys, Beau here. On today's episode, we're going to dive deep into a boring business. This is a boring franchise concept, but it's very recession resilient. And I think you're going to be amazed about some of the information that's going to be on the next clip over. So if you're interested in buying a franchise, buying a business, financing a business, you come to the right channel. Remember, if you want to book a discovery call, learn about our franchise inventory, learn about the buying process, how to evaluate franchises, how to finance them, go to bookwithbeau.com, and I'll see you on the inside. I hope you enjoy this clip.
We are a nationally branded company. We service residential, light commercial, and so I want to talk about really home services is kind of consistently thriving and growing industry that's currently valued about $595 billion right now. It's projected that by the year 2026, it's going to be over a $113 billion industry. So it is a recession-proof industry. We thrived during the pandemic. We are as well a semi-absenteeism. So people ask, do I need to be an electrician? Do I need to know anything about electricity? And actually, no, you don't. We find what's called qualifiers, and we do this in a number of ways. We have in-house franchisees that are electricians, and depending on the state, such as let's say Louisiana, you don't need electric license. You need a contractor's license, and you can do anything you want. Most of the other states, you need a master's franchise license. So what we do, one way we handle that is we have qualifiers. So in-house, we have, and I got one of five. Frank is licensed in 38 states. So he comes up to your state, takes the test, and you're in compliance with the state, hangs his license on the wall, and then you work out an agreement between you and Frank on what you're going to rent his license for. So it's a low fee, generally around $1,000, as opposed to you having to go to school for 6 years and become a master's franchise license. Now, what does semi-absentee look like in our franchise? You would probably need a GM, a dispatcher, and then somebody to just take the calls. So we sell territories. Our business is very much similar to like what Michael was talking about. You can purchase up 3 territories. The cost per territory is $33,000. If you buy more than 1 territory, we give you 30% off the second territory and the third territory. So your second territory would come in at $23,100. Okay. So that is your one-time lifetime cost to purchase the franchise. That is on a 10-year term. At the end of the 10-year term, I always like to kid around and say, if you want to get married again, we'll go another 10 years, and that would be $5,000 to renew. So what do we, what do we offer? What's the support, right? So it's a proven business model, business coaching, operational support, recruiting support, and we do that in a number of ways. And it's kind of unique how we do it. We go on, we have an agreement with the government that we can go on the Army, Navy, Marine bases. And these guys that have done 10 years, 15 years, they're the most regiment, some of the best employees. They're used to being told what to do. And so we do job fairs there. We also hit the tech schools. So the guys that are getting, say, a welding license or their electrical license, they're young, they're fresh, they're teachable. They want to learn and they want to grow. So they become a service tech, then they become a journeyman, and then possibly come in and get their master's. So a lot of like Michael and I's, our franchisees are cross-branded. They might own Michael, they might own mine, they might own the plumbing company as well. And like Amanda was saying, I can't give you ROI numbers and I can't give you EBITDA numbers because we're regulated through the FTC. But what we can do in our FTD is set up a call through Amanda to speak with me personally. I'm going to run just slightly over, but I want to cover my item 19. So we have over 60 franchisees, but we have 139 territories across the United States. So that means a franchisee owns more than 2, 3, 4, 5 territories. So our item 19, our average franchisee in the system, the highest, he makes $49 million last year. The average across the board is $3.8 million gross revenue system wide. And per territory of the 150 or 139 I was just speaking of, comes in at 1.4 million average in a single territory. So we usually start off 2 trucks in a territory. So that is 1 truck at 1.4. So you're looking at 2.8 million per territory.
Welcome to the Own a Business Today podcast, your ultimate destination for captivating interviews with franchisors, seasoned business owners, and ambitious entrepreneurs. Prepare to explore the dynamic world of franchising and business acquisitions. In our episodes, we will explore subjects like uncovering profitable franchise opportunities, taking the courageous leap into franchise ownership, and seamlessly transitioning from your traditional 9-to-5 routine into the domain of business ownership. With your host, Beau leading the way, join us as we dive into the exciting world of entrepreneurship. To catch previous episodes, dive into in-depth articles, and access a wealth of additional resources, visit us at ownabusinesstoday.com.